Dozens of firefighters from a 4-county region respond to a 300-acre wildfire in the rolling hills of Sioux County on Tuesday afternoon. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, firefighters from Sioux, Box Butte, Scottsbluff, and Goshen counties responded to a nearly 300-acre grass fire more than 20 miles north of Morrill on Tuesday afternoon. Crews from Mitchell were called shortly after 3:45, with Morrill, Lyman, Harrison, Hemmingford, Gehring, Scottsbluff Rural, and Prairie Center providing mutual aid resources. A tanker plane was able to make a few drops of fire retardant to help suppress the blaze, which had calmed down somewhat after 5 p.m. Mitchell Fire Chief John Werdeman explains the cause of the fire.
We're pretty sure it started on a submersible pump, a livestock well. There was a malfunction in the wiring, and the wind was blowing pretty good, so that's what we think started it.
He says those wind gusts helped spread the fire quickly.
It was really rough terrain. After about 4 hours, we pretty much got it under control. Mother Nature was good to us for the first hour. That helped. And then the wind picked up, but we were pretty much in the mop-up stage by the time the wind really got with it up there, so that was fortunate.
He also commended the 25 to 30 ranchers from the area who assisted by bringing whatever water they could to the scene, noting that many of them were able to arrive before mutual aid could.
And there was also, we estimated 25 to 30 ranchers that helped out with their water trucks. So that was a really big asset up there. Those ranchers, they got there before we got there, and they were really working their butts off to try to get that thing under control. And I have all the respect in the world for those guys. When they see smoke, they go running.
Well, authorities say an apparent medical issue led to a property damage crash on the northern edge of Gehring on Monday evening. Captain Jason Rogers tells KNEB News shortly after 6:30 p.m., Gehring police were dispatched to the intersection of 10th Street and Twin City Drive regarding a one-vehicle accident. Witnesses reported seeing a vehicle travel east on Twin City Drive across 10th Street and collide with equipment on the Linweld property. When officers arrived on scene, the driver of the vehicle was not responsive or breathing, so emergency first aid was rendered, with Gehring Fire and Valley Ambulance personnel taking over upon arrival. Rogers says officers were able to identify the driver as 62-year-old Terry Reichert of Scottsbluff, was transported from the scene by Valley Ambulance personnel, and he was later pronounced deceased at Regional West Medical Center. There were no other vehicles or passengers involved, and no indications that speed or alcohol were factors in the crash. The Scottsbluff County Sheriff's Office assisted with the investigation. And a 25-year-old Kimball man has been sentenced to a total of 30 to 40 years in prison after pleading no contest to 2 charges following the death of a 7-month-old girl in 2019. Earlier this year in Kimball County District Court, Alexander Romero pleaded no contest to amended charges of negligent child abuse resulting in death and attempted intentional child abuse, both of which are Class 2A felonies. Yesterday, District Judge Derek Weimer sentenced Romero to 15 to 20 years in prison on each of the Class 2A felonies, and the 2 sentences are to run consecutive to each other. Received credit for 463 days already served. We'll straight ahead, some near record-setting temperatures across the region yesterday. Bill Boyer's in with your midweek forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy, supporting local jobs, giving back to our community, investing in entrepreneurship, making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Wyobraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scottsbluff.
This is KNEB.TV weather. From the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Going to be dealing with a couple of showers and storms very early this evening. Those should be ending here in the next couple of hours before things shift off to the east of us, and they're really going to get going off to our east. Temps fall down into the 60s and then maybe down as low as the upper 50s across some of the areas tonight. It won't be as hot tomorrow. It's going to turn hotter, though, again Friday. Temps at or above 100 expected for a couple, 3 days. Maybe not quite as hot as we were forecasting yesterday. Still up, though. Speaking of yesterday, 105 degrees. That missed a record by 4. We did end up with 6/100 of an inch of moisture in the rain gauge from those little storms that moved through yesterday. And as you can see, the last 7 days, or 14 days here, 2 weeks worth, well above normal for temperatures. And even yesterday there, that's 16 degrees above normal. It was warm here all across the area yesterday. These are observed highs from yesterday. 107 in Chadron, 105 Scottsbluff. There's 100 at both Kimball, Wheatland, 101 in Torrington and in Sidney, 102 in Alliance, very close to 100 in Valentine and Ogallala, Pine Bluffs, Cheyenne, in the upper 90s as well. Cooler, there's that front. You could see where it's made its way through. Out in front of it, this is where the severe weather threat's going to be highest tonight. Once we get behind that frontal system, if it hasn't already passed your area, and most of the Panhandle it has here in the far southeastern corner, still under the gun for maybe another hour or so before that front moves all the way through. But you can see we've got southeast winds out ahead of it, northeast winds back behind it, and that's cooling those temperatures down. Severe weather threat right in our area, especially off to the east. Again, the eastern counties of the Panhandle, and then especially here as you get into south central Nebraska, the area around North Platte over to Kearney, Broken Bow, those areas in southeast, that is where the heaviest threat of severe weather is tonight. Tomorrow, an outside chance of a storm here in our area and off to the northeast of us on Friday. Again, no real organized precip. You can see a couple of showers pushing out quickly off to the east. The activity will be much more confined in south central Nebraska as we go overnight. Lows are going to fall into the upper 50s and low 60s out here across the area. It's going to be a little comfortable tonight with temps in the upper 50s. Tomorrow going to be a bit of a reprieve from the super hot temperatures. Still going to be quite warm out there, but we're going to be dealing with sunshine, a late day shower storm. Again, can't be completely ruled out here across the region as we go through the afternoon hours and into early Friday. High temperatures tomorrow, again, a touch cooler, upper 80s to near 90 degrees here across the region tomorrow. Well, that's one day and short-lived. Precip heaviest here in the Sand Hills and portions of central Nebraska. That's where the heaviest rain will be. Light rain if we get any more elsewhere here in the region. Mainly clear. Again, a 20% chance of a thunderstorm early. Lows down around 58 tomorrow. Mainly sunny. A very slight chance of an afternoon storm. Not as hot tomorrow, near 90. It's going to warm right back up Friday, the hottest day of our 7-day forecast at 104. Slipping into the upper 90s again Saturday, near 100 Sunday, Monday. And then the 90s for Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. We might start to increase shower and storm chances by the middle to end of next week. But until then, it looks mainly dry here across the high plains and hot conditions to continue.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Santa's been busy making his list, but the elves at Viero are helping him check it twice with big Christmas and July savings on iPhones like a free SE or up to $700 off 11 series with a new line of service and eligible trade. Need 2 lines? Buy one, get one for you and the kids. Hurry in before these deals are gone. Visit a local Viero store or viero.com for more details. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
With magnificent views and a majestic rolling landscape, Scenic Knolls Golf Course welcomes you. Located 2 miles north of Mitchell, make your way to the top course in the valley. Recent renovations and the highest quality greens in western Nebraska provide a fantastic golf experience at a terrific value. Scenic Knolls provides exciting golf for all skill levels and is where PGA Tour pro Nate Lashley got his start. After you're around or anytime you're hungry, stop into Ayala's restaurant for good food and drinks. Call today and book your tee time or go online at mitchellcity.net/recreation.
Welcome back. Unified Command reporting the Panhandle's 4th COVID-19 related death Tuesday evening. The man was a Scottsbluff County resident in his 80s who also had underlying health conditions. Scottsbluff County Health Director Paulette Schnell says she and her department offer their deepest condolences to this man's family and adds that as a community, it's critical we take every precaution against COVID-19 to protect our most vulnerable. Unified Command also announcing 10 new recoveries Monday evening, but did have 3 new COVID-19 cases confirmed as well. That includes a Morrill County woman in her 50s and 2 Scottsbluff County women in their 20s. Through Tuesday evening, the Panhandle has seen 4 COVID-19 related deaths, 338 total cases, and 228 recoveries. That leaves 106 active cases in the region, 74 of those in Scottsbluff County, 22 in Morrill County, 6 in Sheridan, 2 in Dawes, and 1 each in Banner and Kimball counties. Well, the attorney representing Dawes County Sheriff Carl Daly has asked the court to throw out the official misconduct charge filed against his client by the state. Court records say defense attorney Charles Brewster filed an amended motion to quash on June 15th, in which he argues the allegations are defective because jail standards in Title 81 of the Nebraska Administrative Code give any sheriff discretion on whether or not to receive a prisoner in their county jail. The complaint filed in May alleges that Daly, who was acting as the jailer for Dawes County, violated state statutes in July of 2019 when the jail refused to take custody of a man arrested by the Nebraska State Patrol on suspicion of first-degree sexual assault and first-degree assault of a Rapid City woman. During a hearing on the motion to quash on July 1st, Judge Randon Rowland set deadlines of July 15th for a defense memorandum brief on the motion, July 22nd for the state's argument, and the 29th for a defense rebuttal. And Nebraskans who lost their jobs will once again have to actively look for new employment to maintain their benefits. State officials say they plan to resume Governor Pete Ricketts' re-employment program starting on July 12th. Ricketts suspended the requirements back in March as the coronavirus pandemic forced businesses to close and lay off workers, leading to a surge in unemployment. At its peak in early April, Nebraska had 26,539 new jobless claims in 1 week. Nebraska's unemployment rate more than doubled to 8.4% in April compared to the prior month. However, the state's unemployment rate has stayed well below the national average. Well, straight ahead, we'll head on over to the Panhandle Humane Society to meet their featured Pet of the Week. You'll meet Carlos right after this.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It's been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different. Be water wise. Did you know that most people over-fertilize their lawns and gardens? This means your fertilizer and money wash down the storm drain into our waterways, or it makes dangerous algae grow. So the next time you fertilize the yard, remember, you're not just fertilizing your lawn, so don't overwater or use fertilizer when rain is in the forecast. Smart waterways add to clean water. This is a message from Tri-City Stormwater.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
Welcome back. For this week's featured Pet of the Week, we meet Carlos. He's a senior cat, but still has a whole lot of love to give.
This is Mr. Carlos. He is a 12-year-old kitty. He is pretty old, a big sweetheart. He is a total of 25 because he's a senior, and the reason he is our pet of the week is because he's old and he's been here a while also.
All right, what kind of home do you think he'd be a good fit for?
A family or just adults would be fine, anything. He's super sweet, but I mean, keep in mind he's still old. So, I mean, gentle hands would be good for him.
All right, and what do you know about his personality?
Personality, super, sweet, chill, cuddly, and always wants pets.
To meet Carlos or any of the cats and dogs they have available for adoption, you can head on over to the Panhandle Humane Society daily from 11 to 4. Plus, whoever adopts Carlos will also receive a $25 Murdoch's gift card to start spoiling him right away. Well, coming up after the break, we'll take a look at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. We'll have that in just 90 seconds.
Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can focus on what matters most. Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can earn more, save more, and do more.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
This summer, take advantage of Chadron State College's online classes. Our classes are flexible, no matter where you are, with starting points throughout the summer. Take a summer class to finish a degree requirement that didn't fit your fall or spring schedule, or to open up your schedule later. Summer classes can help you graduate early, and a summer internship can open doors for your career. Add Chadron State College to your summer plans today. To learn more and see the summer class offerings, visit csc.edu/summer.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer a highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, as Scottsbluff City staff prepares for a workshop for the next year's budget, the City Council this week learned that they will have to spend more than $3 million from various accounts to comply with state budgeting laws. Interim Manager Rick Kukan told the council that he's prepared some preliminary plans, which includes $2 million that would be dedicated towards a street repair project for Avenue B.
Avenue B is long overdue for repair. It's going to be a total mess in the not too distant future unless you do something now. And whether it's 1 year more, 2 years more, and Mark's shaking his head, yeah, because he agrees. I think that Avenue B needs work, and it needs to happen soon.
Other suggested spending includes $250,000 for a citywide facade improvement program, another $250,000 for workforce development, and $500,000 in spending at the council's discretion for community betterment projects such as a dog park, splash pads, or signs announcing city events. Kukan explained the city should have the money for such projects in previous years and now has to do so in the coming fiscal year to avoid penalties for having excessive balances in various city funds. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.